Hey guys, Random Warrior here. As you can tell by my facial expressions, and probably by the title of this video, I'm pretty ticked off. I'm a part of Generation Z. I deny it. I can't stand every time someone tells me I am a part of it, but sadly I am. I'm going to be telling you why I'm disappointed in my generation. I don't do these political videos or these rants that often, but I'm kind of tired of having people pick on my generation and having my generation be involved in the millennials. And I know this was unneeded because my generation is starting to become millennials, and yeah, I'm getting tired of it. So, yeah. Another reason why I disowned my generation is, for one, my generation is the one known for eating Tide Pods. And if you don't know what a Tide Pod is, or you've been living under a rock for the past 13 years, Tide Pods are those little laundry detergent packets. Yeah. Laundry detergent. My generation is known for eating them. And I'm pretty irritated about that. I try to look away from that, but it always comes back to bite me. And let's see. My generation lacks discipline. My generation is the one that their parents hid them from criticism, discipline, and a whole lot of things that build character. That's what my generation lacks, is character. And yeah, I know, my generation has a lot of character. A lot of bad character. What is that? Oh, it's a leaf. Sorry, there was something in my window. It was freaky looking. Anyway. I'm tired of it. So, I try to keep my mouth shut whenever I see someone in my generation, or even older, act like a child. But I'm tired of keeping my mouth shut. And my whole life I've been told, oh, you're too young to have an opinion, or when you start paying your own bills, you can have an opinion. That's not how it works. You can have an opinion no matter what age you are. Like, I've been having trouble keeping this mentality away, like, you're too young to have an opinion. I keep putting my sister down every time she brings up her own opinion. Sometimes it's not the best opinion, but it's an opinion nonetheless. And I just started noticing this, and that's from me being told, you're too young to have an opinion. And that kind of mentality is what happened with, I really don't want to bring this into this video, but it's perfect for my message. That kind of mentality is what started racism and other big things like that. Because monkey see, monkey do theory. If one person sees one person acting this way, and that person is respected and is high up on the food chain, so to speak, that person is going to start acting like that person. And if no one is there to teach them that is wrong, it's gonna be put into their DNA, and they're going to teach that to their children, and then they teach that to their children, and then you just have a giant chain of chaos. So, yeah, that's how that happened, and that's pretty much what has happened with my generation. With my mom's generation, they turned out pretty well. Then came the next generation, which is the generation that is before mine. I have mixed feelings about that generation. And then there's my generation. The garbage of all generations has to be mine, in my opinion. Now, this video is my opinion. If you agree with me, okay. If you don't agree with me, that's your opinion. This whole video is very opinion-based. So, what happened with my generation is, my theory is, their parents did not discipline them by spanking or... Ooh. I just got triggered. Spanking. They're starting to ban that now. The whole thing of why people are starting to ban spanking is because they think spanking is beating and child abuse. There is a fine line between beating and spanking. I was spanked as a child. I turned out fine. But with spanking, you have to set limits. Like, a good limit is 1 pop per year. Like, say your child is 7 years old. 7's pops. And if that doesn't work, timeout is a also good option for discipline. Normally, you don't do spanking before timeout. You try timeout first, then if that doesn't work, you do spanking. But with spanking, it's not the same for every child. It's a big learning curve. You have to learn what works with each child, and just a big... yeah. So that's my opinion on spanking. Ow. So, back to what I was saying. I forgot what I was going to say. Okay. Whew. Okay. Hold on. This is what happens when I get triggered and I have opinions. I lose my train of thought. Okay. I think I got it. My generation. It sucks. Got it. Okay. My generation lacks discipline. They were not disciplined as a child. They were the ones that got the participation award and was protected by criticism. It was not criticized and wasn't embarrassed enough as a child. Like, how is this to make it easier for people to understand? Like, that one spoiled brat at school. We all had them when we were growing up. There was that one bratty kid that always cried for his mommy and daddy, and their parents stuck up for them instead of making their child stick up for themselves. That's basically what most of my generation is. Now, this is not directed towards the people I know, because I know a lot of people that are not like this. Like, most of the people I know are not like this, and I know not everyone in my generation is like this, but there is a large sum of people that are like this. The people that are like this are the ones on the internet. They are the ones that are being shown the most. And don't even get... Actually, I'm going there. My generation is the ones that are doing the school shootings and doing these stupid challenges. All my generation. I hate to be included in this generation, but sadly I have no choice. So, that's my generation for you. Bunch of idiots that was not disciplined well enough and don't know how to stick up for themselves and think, oh, they're bullying me, so I'm going to get a gun and shoot them. instead of actually having a fist fight. Like, my grandparents did, my parents did, and some of my aunts and uncles did. So, yeah. Because with my grandparents and my parents, they had gun racks in their pickup trucks. And I say that because it's not only true, it's also a great example. They had gun racks in their trucks, and they had guns that were loaded. But never did they go to the truck to get the gun. They always took it up face to face with fists. Not knives, not guns, nothing. Just fists. Either that or they just had a big argument. Or they just beat each other up. But no, my generation got the brilliant idea to skip that level and just go to shooting everyone. So yeah. Well done, Generation Z. And then my generation ends up having to be needing therapy for PTSD because of criticism and being picked on. I was picked on as a kid. I stuck up for myself, and I won most of the fights I got into. Actually, I only remember getting into 2 fights, and I won both of them. But yeah. For example, someone's picking on you, and you tell them to stop, and they don't, and they start beating on you, you punch them back. Or even if the teachers or parents don't do anything, you stick up for yourself. And you don't shoot them, you punch them. And another good rule for that, never throw the first punch. If you don't throw the first punch, you don't get in trouble most of the time. Because sometimes you're going up against someone that lies and gets away with everything. But that's my opinion. If you agree, super. Now, apparently, another thing I want to rant about, apparently they made gaming a mental disorder. I'm just going to let that sit in for a little bit. Maybe read a good book. Or maybe just walk away and let you sizzle with those words I just threw your direction. Yep. Playing video games is a mental disorder now. It's not an addiction. It's not a fun thing to do anymore. It's a mental disorder. Yeah, I'm pretty ticked off about that. Because I did a video not too long ago about my testimony. It didn't upload. So I'm going to put in the big shocker that was in that video in this video. I have high-functioning autism and ADHD. Both, or one is a mental disorder, and the other probably is a mental disorder. But yes, I have autism. And having people say video games and playing video games is a mental disorder, ooh, that triggered me. I don't get set off by much, but when you start talking about mental disorders and making fun of them, that's a big thing for me. Exactly how is playing video games a mental disorder? In my eyes, it would count as an addiction, maybe, but no. Well, I can see with Fortnite being addictive, but that's it. Addictive. Fun to play. That's it. Not a mental disorder. I mean, seriously, people. I used to look up to scientists and keep a toll on what they say. Like, I used to go every day like, hey Alexa, what do scientists say about so-and-so today? And I would be interested in what they had to say. But now, there's no point. They're starting to sound dumber than my generation eating Tide Pods. So, yeah, that's pretty much my rant for today. And lately I've been doing a lot more rants because the world's been getting dumber. People thought the world was ending when Trump was elected. No. I told everyone no, it's not ending. It's coming later. It certainly seems like the world is ending to me. I'm going to end it on this. The world needs a laxative. If you don't know what that means, feel free to comment. But this whole world needs a laxative. So, if you like this video, which I highly doubt, and want to see more of them, please don't, leave a like and comment. And if you're new to my channel, this video is not the basis of my channel. This is something new. My channel is free to look at, so please go look at it before you judge my channel on this video. And if you're new, please subscribe, because my videos are much nicer than this one. So, as always guys, I will see you in the next video. Well, bye!